Hello everybody, Storm here. Welcome back to Factorio. In the last episode, we began work on designing out our tungsten smelting process. And as part of that, we needed a few things. One thing we needed is going to be cobalt, so I had to run a big old line to bring a cobalt down here by belt. So we have our cobalt ingots down here ready to go. And then we needed hydrogen chloride gas, which would necessitate additional chlorine gas and hydrogen gas, which necessitated additional electrolyzing and hydro plants and all that kind of stuff, which is the method that I'm using to get that stuff. So, I had to do some reworking there, trying to work on the plumbing for the hydro plants and water purification and all that sort of stuff. And it helped, but wasn't really working as well as I was hoping. So, what I went ahead and did in between episodes is reworked the entire thing. So, I relaid out everything over here. And the way I have it set up is that it is 3 banks of 3 hydro plants. So you have this set, this set, this set, and they're all on independent purified water circuits. So, I have the purified water coming from these plants running up here on their own independent line to feed into this set of tanks and then be pushed into this set of tanks. I had added a new tank there. And so that's going to be overflowing and then pushing through to there. It's still somewhat slow. I mean, it's coming up, you know, these tanks are filling. But you know, that is not enough. Oh, and this set of 3 is also sending water up there on its own independent pipeline as well. But as I was saying, this is just not enough. It's not moving quickly enough to handle the amount of water we're producing. So I decided that, you know, I was just going to go ahead and build clarifiers. And so I did. And so we have these 3 clarifiers that are hooked to this circuit. We have these 3 clarifiers that are hooked to this set. And then these 4 clarifiers are dealing with all the water from these 3. So, it kind of sucks to be just disposing of all of this purified water because it does tend to be useful in certain situations, but it's just a choice we don't have, you know. So had to set this thing up this way, so that's the way it is. And so we've got electrolyzers running. We still don't, and I added another one, but it looks like we only really have 3 that are running on a consistent basis. But that's okay. It'll get the job done. Hopefully. I may need to add another chemical plant to make hydrogen chloride gas. If it tends to drain, if we're not making it fast enough. So I'll have to evaluate that as we go forward. But we should at least have enough to get going with the tungsten. So that's what we're going to do here. And actually I need to make 1, 2, 3, 4 more of those. So I manufactured most of the stuff we're going to need here. And so we just need to build it. And the first thing we're going to do is we are going to make this cobalt powder. That's going to be the plan here. So, how much cobalt powder are we making per second? 26.7. Trying to decide, do I want to use loaders? I guess we will. Alright, so Not that one. That one, I think. Problem is I'm going to have 5 of these things. Actually, they're not that large. Okay, so... let's see, 1... Alright, so if I bring the cobalt ore down here and do that, we'll do a temporary blueprint. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. And it's going to need power source. There we go. And you guys are making cobalt powder. There we go. And then what I think I'm actually going to do is I'm going to buffer the powder into a silo. Because I think this is something that is going to be potentially... we might not have enough cobalt ingots to fully supply this all the time. We'll have to see. Okay, so I want a silo. There we go. Let that fill up. And that's going to run through a bunch of cobalt. Which is fine. Alright, so next is this. We're going to bring up our tungsten ore. Oh, we need to get this hydrogen chloride gas line. Actually, what I'm going to do... That's one thing I did not plumb in. I got a whole bunch of logistics bots delivering my stuff. Alright. What I decided is I am going to go ahead and do this. I don't know exactly how I'm going to pipe this in. Because working through here is going to be a pain in the butt. Oh yeah, that's definitely not going to work there. Maybe like that? This wasn't something I really thought through much. Alright. I might be able to make this work. No. No, it's not. Needs a bit more room. Okay. No problem. Oh boy. Okay, there we go. And the output needs to go there. Oh, I am so getting myself plumbed in here. Okay. There we go. Alright, so we're going to branch off of this line here right after the pump and start bringing it down. Excuse me. And before I go too far, let me figure out where the best place is going to do this. Actually, this is not a bad spot. Okay. We're just going to need to jog it. We're going to need to jog it over. So we can come down this line here. Once we actually have tungsten plate, we can start making tungsten pipe, which is the best pipe available. Oh, that's going to bump into that, isn't it? Okay. But I think this will be part of our new manufacturing center once we get to that particular point. We're going to make a turn here. And where do I want to bring it down? Let's see if we can get over to here. Can I get through there? Yes, I can. All right. Okay, so there is our hydrogen chloride gas. Perfect. So, let's get our liquefiers. And actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this, because this is primarily the same process we're going to use. Ooh. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. If I pack them in tight, we don't need those. We're going to be using these instead. Let's see. They're going to need an input there. Alright, so you guys are making, and you're outputting what? Ew. You're outputting tungstic acid. Okay, this is going to be laid out differently. completely differently. Alright. So, it's going to need to have an input and an output. Alright, so they're going to need to be arranged. Let's see. There's this line coming in here. Something like that. Making tungstic acid. Alright. And then we want inputs. You know what? Don't. There we go. We'll just do it like this. And what I'll do is I'll just bring the tungsten down there. There we go. Okay, so this input comes through here, hooks into that. All right. And then what we're going to do is we're going to extend and then bring it down there. There we go. And then we have our output, and we're going to funnel that into a tank, obviously. All right, I think I'm going to put it like this. Okay, so there we go, tungstic acid. Alright, so next we need chemical furnaces. They're going to take the tungstic acid and turn it into tungsten oxide and purified water. Yet more purified water. Alright, so how much purified water per second are we going to be producing? 66.7, which I think a single clarifier should be able to handle that load. So let's get one of those. All right, let's get our little pipe blueprint here. Okay, so how much of this are we producing? We are producing 26.7. So let's do our loaders. Actually, we want the other one. There we are. Loader, loader, loader. All right, there we go. So next, Next is going to be 3 blast furnaces. No, 4 liquefiers. Take tungsten oxide and hydrofluoric acid and turn it into tungsten hexafluoride gas. Okay. Fluoric acid. Hydrofluoric acid. All right, let's not run to the train tracks. Let's run off to the side of the train tracks. We need to bring that fuel down. All right, so where is... There it is. I ran right past it, didn't I? All right, hydrofluoric acid, hydrofluoric acid. Bingo. All right, hook into you. And bring this stuff down here. All right, so I'm actually going to wrap this around. And so we're going to have an input and an output. Do I want to do this the same way? Sure, why not? No, not necessarily. No, yeah, we're going to do it like this. Okay, so you guys are going to be making tungsten hexafluoride gas. All right. And you're going to need this stuff. And you're going to need some power. Hook that through. Actually, let's just keep that straight. Save the undergrounds. Not that we really need to, but all right. And this is a gas, so we're going to put that in a spherical tank. Actually, let me look at the map here for a second. Yes, we're outside the logistics area. All right, so let me just detour here for just a moment. Just make sure that I stay inside logistics range so that I get deliveries while I'm working. Okay, so actually, I think I'm going to put the tank. I'm going to put the tank over here. All right, now we need to take the tungsten hexafluoride gas and send it through 3 blast furnaces. There's our 3 blast furnaces. You know what? We can do that over here. What are they going to be outputting? They are going to be outputting powdered tungsten and fluorite ore. We don't need a fluoride ore. We're just going to have to just destroy it. 3.4 per second. That's not a lot. I may stick it in a silo and then just dump it into a void chest. For now. Yeah, that's probably what's going to have to happen. Alright. But let's get this done. Alright, so the only input is this. So we're making powdered tungsten. Alright. Oh, we can just use our little blueprint. No. What? No. What did that just connect to? That connected to that? Did I get any? No. Chlorine gas. I did not get any chlorine gas in there. Right, that is what that connected to, right? Yes, okay. Whew. Close. Mixing fluids and pipes is a pain in the butt. Alright. Now we need fuel for these guys. We have a potential fuel source here. I'm just gonna hook in. I'm just gonna hook in there. Because the rate at which this fuel gets used is just kind of, you know, no consequence, really. Alright. Alright, so you are gonna pick up there. You're gonna pick up there. And you are gonna pick up there. Okay, there we are. So, now we actually need 2 sets of outputs here. You are only going to be doing fluoride ore. Okay. And then no, that's going to be on the same plane. All right, we're going to need to move this. It just so happened to be directly in the way of what I wanted to do. You need to be out there. Right. And then you need to be there. Okay. And you need to be filtered for powdered tungsten. Okay. And then we make a temporary blueprint. Alright, and then we make a silo. Oh, we need a void chest, and we're going to need a silo. Okay, so our silo, we'll drop it there. We'll take you as an input, and then we'll have our little our void chest here. Tell you to enable when fluorite ore is greater than 50,000. Set. And then drop you in there. There we go. Meanwhile, let's reposition this one more time. There we go. All right. So, we now need to send the tungsten powder. Wait a minute. Why are you guys not running? Why are you guys not running? Oh. There's another byproduct that I need to deal with. I see. It is calcium chloride. I just want to check something here. What is calcium chloride used for? Making cobalt oxide. And it's also used in a titanium process. Okay. So it's not really that useful for me at the moment, but it might be something that I want to keep. Oh. It might be something that I want to keep. A supply of, just in case I did eventually want to grab it, because I got room to add in more loading bays, I think. Probably. Yeah, I could do some more loading bays. Alright, so keep going to the wrong thing there. Alright, silo, void chest, and a wire, and how are we gonna get that stuff out of there? I know. We're gonna do it like this. Maybe? Okay, so what we would do is we would say you and you. How much are we actually producing here? 4.5 per second. That's nothing. Drop that there. Drop that there. And you. pick up from there. There we go. Then we drop you in a silo. Greater than 50,000. Set. And void it. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Alright, what I would really like to do is be able to finish this, but I'm running out of time. I'm running out of time. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to bring this through here. We have our powder mixing. Which we need to get the powder from here down to there. That's going to interfere ever so slightly, isn't it? Okay. There we go. That works. Now, hopefully I can fit 5 of these things here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just barely. Actually, better way to do this is do this with 1. We need a power source. Alright, you guys are going to be making tungsten powder mixture. And then you're going to be outputting that stuff out. Okay. That doesn't quite work, does it? Oh, that's powdered tungsten. Okay. Let's see. There we'll go. We'll put you down there. Okay. What's the rate at which we're producing this? 53.4. Yeah, so it really does need to be loaded. Let's see. Oh, how did that happen? There we go. There we are. That should work. And we'll need to build out the sintering ovens. So we'll probably do this 3 sets of 3. Or just straight line it. Might just straight line it. And if we're going to do that, then I think we'll probably just, let's see. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All in a row. That's right now the only thing that I can use that for. And we will produce 53.4 tungsten plate output. And the only real question is, will some tungsten powder mixture make it all the way to the end? Alright, let's see. We're going to probably need multiples of these. Drop you there. Drop you there. Everybody's going to work. And then we just need this. Okay, so tungsten plate is done. So we will go ahead and end this episode here. And then the next thing we need to do is we now need to take all of everything that we've produced in this whole facility we just spent who knows how long building, and load it onto trains. So I need a place to send all of this stuff to put it on trains. And we have some options. It's going to need to be a fairly large area. And there's some area here that's looking like it might be a candidate, but it's also going to have some area for queuing as well, so we'll have to see. I may have to get down here and clear out some of this stuff. Just to make sure that it doesn't interfere. Yeah, that might be a good idea. At least clear out maybe this set of nests, that set of nests there. It's a little bit uncomfortably close. Alright, well, we'll see. Well, for now, we'll end the episode here, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.